Alright, hello. We're here with fucking Jailbreak. Oh man, oh boy, oh god, oh fuck. Oh boy. This is probably like, for a lot of people, this is probably like Andrew, the earliest of Andrew's work. Most people will actually like want to read because, it's on the same, hosted on the same website as Homestuck. I'm gonna eat a chip. Awesome, super good. Sorry, I lied. That was only half a chip. Hold on. Things have been accomplished. If you decide to skip to this episode, since this is the first thing actually on MSPA, I hope you have a good impression of me. But Jailbreak, oh boy. Previously, we covered pretty much everything else on here that's not in one of these two sections. With the exception of this, the origin story of Sleeper on Hollow Jeff, which we did cover. And another exception of these two, because we might as well cover them after Problem Sleuth. Since they were made after Problem Sleuth ended. They're made in the middle of Homestuck, but we might as well cover them before we really start. Oh boy. I'm not sure how we're going to cover the Homestuck beta. We're probably just going to cover it when it gets linked to in Homestuck. It is linked to in Homestuck. So, yeah. I'm thinking like most of the other stuff. I think like anything of Homestuck, we're just gonna cover when it comes up. So yeah, but for now, we're reading Jailbreak. A guy tries to escape from prison. The very first MS Paint adventure. Andrew Hussey ran it as a game on his personal forum with a rule that forced him to follow the first command suggested after each post. This resulted in barely controlled chaos. Jailbreak was the origin point for of several long-running jokes that would later return in Homestuck. And well, we have Jailbreak. We can open the adventure log here just to kind of get a look. Yeah, the entirety of this, it's not very long, but it has 135 pages. 134 of which were posted on the same day. Like, damn. But it also does look like this. So you can kind of see. Still, that many things with all like based on commanded by readers, a good amount of pages having multiple drawings in one. It's still really impressive because, like, damn, at the very least over 150 pages made in a single day. Because, like, God. Oh, so there's a little news section, but I don't think anything appears in it until we get the Bard quest. So, Anyway, start Jailbreak adventure. You wake up locked in a deserted jail cell, completely alone. There's nothing at all in your cell, useful or otherwise. Attempt to pry open window. There are no objects around with which to pry open window. Graft a pumpkin to yourself so that you have one hideous arm. What pumpkin? Grow two muscular arms with which to manhandle the key. He already has arms, stupid. Look for keyhole. Oh boy. Throw that key down to that guy so we can open that door. It lands with a loud metallic clank. Loudly tell that guy to pick up key and try it on the door. Despite your bellowing, the man casually opens the door and leaves. Damn. Pee out the window in an attempt to bring him back. As you turn around and unzip, you notice another keyhole. Open door. Wonders where the fuck that pumpkin went. Yeah, this is like the main rule of MSPA adventures. Fucking do not let the reader be right. Whatever the reader suggests is gonna it's either not gonna be the solution or it will, but it's not gonna be carried out in the way the reader intended. That's the main rule of the early MSPA shit. That kind of like starts to get dismantled near the end of Problem Sleuth. And it does come up several times in Homestuck too, but it's not like the main thing. Like, because Homestuck is much more of an actual story, it doesn't come up in Homestuck near as much either. But like in the early MSP shit, like this and like a majority of Problem Sleuth, that's the main thing. Just to keep in mind. Do a dance. Woo! Yeah. They're really simple, shitty drawings, but there's a lot of them made in a single day. Exotic rhythms take over your body as you start to do a really silly dance. You recall your initial urge to urinate out the window. Now that you think of it, you really have to pee. The urine splashes onto the man outside who had to change their hearts. He's climbing up a ladder to give you the key. Knocking door. Your clumsy fist accidentally flies through the bars, knocking out a passerby. Keys from his ring jingle onto the floor. Ask Dungeon Matter if there's one fucking way out of room. He's unconscious. Examine floor. You pick up a clump of nutrients-enriched dirt, sweet spice of the earth. You sit in hushed awe of the lustre of the brown gold. I probably pronounced that wrong. What is this word? Search with Google. Only the pronunciation, please.
Luster.
Luster. Thank you. Hello, Sweet Bro. Hello, Jeff Wiki. I opened this in the last episode and ended it before I loaded. This is actually fucking wonderful. No. Oh, this is a horrible disrepair, but it is an absolutely wonderful wiki. Just looking through it, holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! All right. Anyway, say hello to the pumpkin. I beg your pardon. Search room thoroughly for pumpkin. You wake up next to a broken ladder. You're covered in piss. Throw shoe at key. You're not even really sure if you're wearing shoes. Rub key on chest. Now the key smells like pee too. Go through door. The door's locked. Use key on door. Jiggle as you might, the key doesn't work. Now lock smells kinda like pee too. Pretend broken ladder is broken train track. Choo choo! All aboard the Moron Express! Use ladder as battering ram. Talk to the guy in the jail cell. You yell to the imprisoned man. He yells back something barely audible to you. Ignore all future input from Betelgeuse. I'm sorry, I don't think I can do that with all future input from Betelgeuse. Guys, but yeah, fucking all this was posted on a forum originally. So like, yeah. when the site was actually made, I think the site was made when BardQuest happened, at least towards the end of it. Fucking it had like a little suggestion box, although the suggestion box isn't really visible unless you use the fucking web archive. I remember using the web archive once and it let you still put in new suggestions and other people could see, because there are like some suggestions from like not long ago, despite the suggestion box having been closed since, well, like early 2010. It might have just been a weird glitch, but like, still. Anyways, turn long ladder into stilts. You fashion a pretty nice pair of stilts, but you don't know how you're going to get up them. If only you hadn't broken the other half ladder in half, you might have been able to climb up the stilts with it. Of course. Hook key to the end of the ladder and extend it, the jail cell guy. Since the whole ladder was approximately the height of the window in the first place, half the ladder's height will not nearly reach. Make clay from dirt and pee. Use it to glue ladder in the pole. The rungs from one end of the ladder half easily and snugly fit into the holes of the other. No cementation is necessary. This being the case, you now regret creating the smelly pea mud. Of course. Hook key to ladder and extend the jail cell guy. It's still just a little out of reach. Toss the contraption into the air to give it added lift. Grab. Yippee! With a little too much gusto, you send the rig sailing too high. Oh my god. wasn't even paying attention, damn. Drill a hole in the floor. You are not this guy! And he's like very surprised about it. Sing Malaguena. Oh! I don't know this song. You're a little bummed out that you missed grabbing the key by inches. In an attempt to drown your sorrows, you gush forth with melody, an enchanting rendition of Malaguena. In an attempt to silence your racket, the man above begins drilling noisily. Hollow out pumpkin, whereas helmet in case ceiling collapses. You're quite certain there has never been and never will be a pumpkin in this room. Keep singing until guy drills through the floor. Holy shit. You sing so hard you topple backwards over the pumpkin. As you lie on the floor looking up, you see the tip of the drill penetrating the ceiling. It looks just big enough for a key to fit through. Serenade the guy about how you want the key. It would be really great if you could give me the key. The man has opted to take a leak through the hole. You're getting really sick of pee. Spit pee at man out the window. With a hefty mouthful of the other guy's ear, and you decide to get revenge on the man below for botching the key situation. But as you're about to spit out the pee, the man above takes a huge shit on your head from the window. The surprise unfortunately causes you to swallow the pee. Barf. Overcome with nausea from the foul chain of events, you vomit. The man below has almost completely reconstructed the ladder using the same method he used to build the stilts. He is nearly up to your cell when he is met with a face full of regurgitated urine. Check a knocked out guard. He's really down for the count. Try waking him by peeing on him. You're all tapped out for pee at the moment, but the crab on your head is emitting a powerful stench. The odor wakes the guard, who suddenly remembers your assault. He enters the cell to beat the shit out of you. Leap over him in a desperate bid for freedom. Ah! You carelessly trip over a pumpkin, which has clearly been in plain sight this whole time. You knock the man backwards into the door, slamming it shut. The guard is unconscious again. Eat the pumpkin. You suddenly wonder what happened to the poop on your head. Use guard's pants to lasso keys through the opening and door. Holy shit. You're not even sure if this guy is wearing pants. He did seem to be wearing a belt, though. You flail the belt around uselessly and then drop it. Use guard as battering ram on the door. He's too heavy to lift completely, so you drag him close to the door and prop him up. Then smash his face against the door repeatedly. The door holds fast. Apologize to guard's body. You start to feel sorry for abusing the guard so badly and mumble an apology. But then, a mere apology doesn't seem to do justice to the poor man. You decide he needs a proper funeral. You sever his head with your trusty pocket knife and place the head in the pumpkin, which is just hollowed out. Using your handy spoon, you dig a hole and bury the pumpkin. You say a few prayers. He's in a better place now. Status. Status. Health 74, Strength 32, Dexterity 41, Wisdom 24, Pluck 89, Metal 67, Chutzpah 90, Fortitude 11, Temerity 66, Cheek 95, Pumpkins destroyed 1, Keys in inventory 0, Key throwing accuracy 0%, Urinations 3, Decapitations 1, Score 890. Unpause. You wake up in your cell after a short nap. There's a key to your side, a drill against the wall, and a small pea-soaked hole in the floor. Drill through the floor. Oh boy. Oh boy. For the first time in your 3-year imprisonment, it occurs to you to drill a large hole in the floor. You put your back into it. Oh my god. Poke head through hole and wave. Hello! You're delighted to see your neighbor. You decide you are long overdue for a proper greeting. Your oversized cranium gets lodged in the hole. You're stuck fast. Wave legs in the air. Dead. Huh? Yeah, this. Your most creative solution to the problem is to hoist your torso in the air and flail your legs. It seems to be working when something goes wrong. Oh boy, that's just fucked up. Proceed. You suddenly realize you're now this guy. Dub pictures of naked ladies on the wall with blood. All you have is gay porno. Joe holds his door. The drill is not strong enough to penetrate steel. Joe holds through the wall right next to the door. All these thoughts of drilling and penetration have given you a serious hankering for some quality time with Hunk Rump magazine. Continue to enjoy Hunk Rump. You're putting the finishing touches on a robot you have built from ladder pieces. You're soaked in regurgitated urine, and this activity has been a nice diversion. You call him Logorg. He's magnificent. Magnificent. Magnificent? I don't know. One of those, probably. I don't care. Command Logorg to dance. Hell yeah. With commanding authority, you issue the order. Logorg has no brain, motor, or any moving parts. Use Logorg as a battering ram to open the door. From atop your great mechanized mount, you command Logorg to break down the door like a huge battering ram. Put your brain inside Logorg's head. You're not sure how you're going to get your brain into Logorg's head, or out of your own head for that matter, but you got an idea. Wreak hot havoc. Logorg has no moving parts. You can barely move inside your new wooden prison. Make a little love. You decide all these thoughts of destruction should be offset by a little good modest lovemaking, while you contemplate your current options for sexual partners, a whirring is heard from overhead. Sacrifice your soul to the heathen gods. You've considered doing a lot of stupid things before, but this idea takes the cake. Rebuild Logorg. From the Logorg ashes rises a phoenix of Drillgorg, supreme next generation mechabot at your service. Get down tonight. You're really excited about the advent of Drillgorg. You have no choice but to get down. Festivities and gyrations may or may not continue into the evening. Get a bachelor's degree in robotics. You don't even know where to begin addressing how stupid that idea is. Examine that rope-like object. Oh man. With great prescience, move away from end of the intestine. Yes, this is how it works. This is how I get out of my second-story apartment in the morning. With great prescience, you move away from the end of the intestine. Oh my god. Make a robot out of that guy. I don't think I'm familiar with make a robot out of that guy. Cry. Crushed by the loss of your prized automaton, your son of lumber, you're reduced to tears. The other guy consoles you. He thinks he has something that might cheer you up. Pause. Boop. I think if I remember seeing it anywhere. This might have been a hiatus page, but I'm not sure. I think it was something in fucking it might be the same purpose, but I think sometime in Problem Suit there's a hiatus page. I was just pausing the game, and then they unpause when they were back. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned anywhere, but I'm probably going to be using author commentary with Problem Suit and Homestuck since I'm rereading everything, and even if I'll be rereading the author commentary, it's just good to have because it's fucking ridiculous. Unpause. You're this guy. You and your newfound buddy stand face to face, wondering what to do. The shattered remains of Drillgorg rest in a tragic heap. Well, let's start out with Logical thinking. Is there really anything else that could be done up there? Good question. We'll figure it out. Let's try fucking try being the other guy. Holy shit. With great exertion, you attempt to disembody your awareness and move into another person. It seems to be working, but not as you hoped. You wake up to the ghastly discovery that you have no head. Oh, do your also, your intros are spilling out of your abdomen. It's quite painful. You're flying into a wall suddenly. What's happening? The trauma was way too much for your system, and you expire a second time. Your awareness passes on to this guy. Drill through door. Hell yeah. Well, it worked, even though it was unlocked. Recalling the drill does not penetrate steel doors, you buckle down and get ready to give it your all. Except the door is made out of wood. And also, it's unlocked, isn't it? Oh well. Place head on X. It would have been really funny if it didn't work. It would have also been really funny if it didn't work and he's just like, oh yeah, wait, it's unlocked. It just walks through. Place head on X. Attempting to place your head on the X, you bump the device, activating it. It purifies a pumpkin that looks like it's seen better days. Open pumpkin and cuddle whatever is inside. You remember this guy. You murdered him when you smashed his face against the door, and then you decapitated him because it was the only decent thing to do. You're so happy to see him again. God, that pumpkin looks delicious. Check that door to see if it is locked. Nom. Ah. Wow. Your curiosity about the door gets the better of you, but you try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. Build a pumpkin armor. You gather up a couple spare pumpkins and cobble together a very smart-looking outfit. You feel invincible suddenly. Return to the courtyard to show off new suit. Through some act of divine collusion, you're drawn out of the broken door to look up. Greet him. Use intestine like scarf/climb intestine. So, hell yeah. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh dear. You sling the intestine around your neck like a shawl. How glamorous. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Devil. Eat the pumpkin portion just cut out of the head pumpkin. Damn, the pumpkin portion is a little too big for the mouth hole. You think to yourself, if I didn't have my trusty knife with me, I think I'd slit my wrists. Play the get out of jail free card. Of course, you forgot about your get out of jail free card. This is not get out of jail free card. You are suddenly this guy. You're taking a strong interest in this store and what's inside. You think to yourself, I will probably go through this door no matter what other stupid idea pops into my mind. For the love of God, go through the door! Now you're stuck. Fucking hold on. Yeah, I think we should probably go ahead and give me a fucking second. Yeah, we should probably put down a little cliffhanger and read this. Climb intestine. Oh boy, yeah, same shit happens, but you know, we're following this guy now. You decide to climb the intestine from which your new mate descended. He thinks, what the heck, might as well follow. You both begin a perilous, smelly climb. The added weight causes a sudden jerk from the other end. You make it through, but your partner is not so lucky. With a great sense of accomplishment, you survey the room. Wow, what happened in here? Clean the place up a bit. Using your trusty rag, you make some pretty good headway into the room. You notice a patch of dirt where it looks like someone was buried. Eat whatever is in the hole. You firmly resolve to eat whatever you unearth from the hole, no matter how unsavory, when suddenly the dirt collapses. A void in the floor is left behind. You'll have to make other dinner plans. Dig deeper. Search for Prime Minister's gold hookers. Oh boy. You start to dig, hoping there will be valuables belonging to important people. But your oversized head becomes stuck. There's something oddly familiar about the situation. Your ease head out of hole. Begin to gently squirm and wiggle when you start hearing an eerie buzz around your head. Carve holes for mouth and eyes. Much better. Now you can see through the thick flesh of the vegetable. That's using your gourd. Go to window to show off new helmet. Through some sort of divine collusion, you're drawn to the portal to look down. Greet him. Ask man if they're intestine up to you. Yeah, them. Did ask very nicely, and that's about where we were. Yeah, them. And now that we're here, well, might as well get reading. You step through the door, which instantly slams behind you and makes a locking noise. You have a feeling it is locked. In the room is a wall which has 3 pumpkin-shaped recesses. One has a happy face, another sad, the other scared or surprised or something. There's a fresh pumpkin on a pedestal and a carving knife next to it. Oh my goodness. The room seems to extend very high up. It might even go all the way to the roof up there. Carve the pumpkin into a surprised face. How long have we been going? Almost 30 minutes, damn. With your most determined face, you set about turning a pumpkin into a work of art. You really suck at carving pumpkins. Put in the sad recess. You are not deterred by any theoretical discrepancies between your handiwork and the pumpkin spec, nor do you feel you have to put in the pumpkin in the correct recess. Fits like a glove. Removing the pumpkin from the pedestal may have triggered some event, however. Drink as much as you can, as fast as you can. Can't believe how stupid that idea is, but it's worth a shot, I guess. Plug up the hole with the pumpkin. Holy shit. You figure it's about time you took off the silly and uncomfortable pumpkin armor and put it to good use. There must be something that can stop the terrible flow of this water. Possibly some mechanism, maybe around this room. Carve pumpkins and match faces on the wall and put them in. Holy shit. Maybe it's a surging, cruel water rising inexorably, but you're suddenly much more inspired to put concerted effort into refining your craft. You hone your willpower into that of a master sculptor. Each slice, each contour of the knife bends to your will. Yes, yes! The results are breathtaking. The expressions are human emotion incarnate. Why are these pumpkins or fellow men wrapped within the human condition? No time for reflection, though. As you wait for something to happen, you think, at the very least, maybe you could float to the opening in the ceiling, even though you're not a great swimmer. As the water engulfs your head, you hear another distant mechanical sound. Oh shit. Oh boy. Well, you did something at least. Luckily for the cause of suspense, you're now the other guy in the cell, wondering exactly what to do. There's a noise. The secret door opens to the adjacent cell. These two have been long dead. You wonder what kind of moronic adventures they were up to. You guess you'll probably never know. Bring the gun along in case you have to off yourself. You pick up the firearm. You now feel powerful and confident. Unfortunately, there's nowhere on your person to pack the heat. A violent string seems to suit the purpose well. Jump out the window. The window to the cell is barred. Try to climb up the rope thing. Ooh. You get the fishy feeling that this is probably more intestine. You've been climbing a lot of intestines lately. It looks like it goes all the way to the roof. It must be a very large intestinal tract. You were wrong. It is actually a small intestinal tract belonging to a slaughtered sperm whale. Survey surroundings, possibly sneaking a bite of ambergris. There's quite a panoramic view up here. Surrounding you mostly is other prison buildings. Who knows how many poor souls are trapped in this idiotic facility? Directly in front of you is another building. You hear water gurgling from it. Just beyond are some mountains, which might be a nice place to escape to if possible. You're not really sure what ambergris is, but you have a feeling it will be essential. You grab a liberal dollop and stick it on your pumpkin. Use harpoon to get across to building and shoot down hole. Oh boy. Woo! Uh-oh. You pry the harpoon out of the whale, load into the barrel, and fire. The pulley mechanism yanks you swiftly to the other rooftop. Readying your pistol to be fired indiscriminately into the void below, you hear some murmurs along with a gurgling. The water seems to be rising slowly. Looking into his mournful, pleading eyes, you start to reconsider firing your handgun. You opt for the harpoon gun instead. You figure might need the bullets later if you have to off to yourself. Oh boy. Pull lever and reel in the harpoon. Oh boy. You think you've got this figured out now? Amidst a lot of swearing and groaning from below, you nonchalantly walk over and pull the crank. Assuming this will trigger something right away, presumably with respect to the bars, you reel in the harpoon. The bars stay put, but a ladder emerges with some kind of control panel next to it a good ways down. Fucking yeah, oh boy. Not fun. Apologize to the man. You tie the harpoon tether around the crank so it doesn't go anywhere. You then get down on your knees in preparation for your most sincere sounding apologies when something distracts you. A 5,000 piece jigsaw puzzle on the floor, partially completed. It looks like it's a picture of kittens. This looks like so much fun. Ask Harpoon Man where the rest of the few thousand pieces are. He can't hear your question and doesn't really care to listen at the moment. Climb down ladder and randomly press buttons on panel. Oh boy. You get your button pushing finger ready for a field day. You're disappointed to find it is a simple switch. You pull it up and nonetheless. Take off helmet and use it for flotation. Flip switch again. You struggle to remove the pumpkin, but it is swollen from absorbing too much water. To express your current emotion, you try to twist it to the frowning side, but get stuck halfway. Though blind, you still manage to scramble over and pull the lever again. You are now the Harpoon Man. Point huge fire at Pumpkinhead and activate. Oh boy. Oh boy. Fucking love that. Oh fucking string of shit. Can't imagine what this strange device does, but it beckons you. There are two settings on the dial. You leave that pretty huge. You don't want to get carried away. You are that guy. Look around and think guy for quick thinking with Harpoon. You look around. You appear to be surrounded by mountains and a shady-looking forest. Although there's a conspicuous stump there, there's got to be some way to get down from this pumpkin. Load gun and fire at stump while seeing King Henry V. I'm King Henry V. I am a king. And... Oh my god. Holy shit. It might be the blood loss, but you've definitely gone bonkers. orders. You load the gun and fire it backwards through your torso. We're assigned to play Henry V. You clearly don't know a single line from this play. You act fast with a trusty knife to free yourself before the impending collision. You are now this guy. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, I think fine and awesome. Alright. Grab the other guy's hand and run off into the forest. Oh boy. Click. Bang. Game over. Yes, finally, free at last! Though the victory is bittersweet, your friend has died of blood loss. This is no victory. The feeling is vast emptiness. You're no longer bound by bars or concrete, but you feel more incarcerated than ever. You come to the heart-wrenching conclusion that the only true prison is loneliness. There's only one thing left to do. Continue. You wake up locked in a deserted jail cell, completely alone. There's nothing at all in your cell, useful or otherwise. I remember. I forgot where it was, but I remember it being said somewhere that fucking the only panel in the entirety of this website that was actually drawn in MS Paint was this panel right here, which is also the very first panel on the website. Everything else was done in Photoshop. And I find that like silly as fuck. Anyway, turn around. Using key, carve spell in the pumpkin, invoking elves and such. What in the merciful Christ's name are you talking about? Using key, carve spell in the stomach, invoking elves and such. The same fucking thing. There's already such a spell carved into your stomach. Recite spell while spilling blood, invoking elves and such. You don't know what any of those runes mean, and you'll be damned if you're going to try to read them upside down. An elf appears anyway. With your trusty Hunk's Junk magazine, forge a sword. Your gay pornography has been forged into a formidable blade. The elf saw a picture of a penis and started to cry. Strike the elf. Fucking. Yeah. This is probably the shittiest fucking stat menu I've ever seen. Like the fucking god. It does the job, but oh my god, it's so shitty. Oh boy. Pulchritude being with it. Yep. Jeez, yep. Anyway, you could really use a boost in Pulchritude if you wish to win this battle. Offer the elf a baby in exchange for one wish. The elf agrees to grant one wish on the promise that you will acquire a baby for him in the near future. Choose your wish. Get out of jail. A new pony. Improve your pulchritude. Ask for a pony. Ask for a second wish by promising twin babies. I've always thought those babies look like fucking Homer Simpson. Choose your second wish. Get out of jail or improve your pulchritude. Wish to get out of jail and trample the elf with the pony. He is more than happy to magically transport you outside the prison. You had him and I will get you more babies. You deal more damage than the frock odds, but again, clumsy meleeing skills have left you with the short end of the stick. Oh boy. Cut open the horse to sleep inside for the cold night. Just kind of a shitty sword in general. You seem to forget your sword is made of paper and isn't really capable of cutting anything open. However, with the pony's already weakened health, the blow is just enough to take him to critical condition. His pulchritude takes a bit too. Oh dear. But the cold night air is imminent, and you have to do something. You decide to get into his mouth for warmth. Ah, snug as a bug. You have a feeling you'll get a pretty good night's sleep. While you're doing all that, the elf enters his magic two-bedroom bungalow for the night and locked the door. Man, it sure looks warm in there. Doesn't say there anywhere. Fucked up. Cast fireball at bungalow so you stay extra warm tonight. You crawl out of the mouth covered in vicious horse slobber. You don't know any fireball spells, but you think maybe there's something useful in the runes on your belly. No fireballs, but another elf appears. Dig up stump. You flip over the stump easily, revealing a hole. There's a gun in the hole. You figure the gun was placed there in case you need to off yourself at some point. There seems to be some powerful cosmic magnetism sort of suicide which surrounds the stump. It has no bullets. Go on a hunt for children to repay the elf for his kindness. Holy shit. There appears to be a bus full of children on a field trip coming down the road. You wait to spring an ambush. Unfortunately, not one of these children appears to be a baby. Give bus of children to elves so you can go inside. Bye-bye. While you were measuring, the bus driver drove off with the rest of the kids, leaving you with only these three. You see if you can interest the elves nonetheless. They are apparently unmoved by the offer. Tie kids together with a horse and use it as a battering ram. Yippee! An idea this good just doesn't come around every day. You bind your motley collection of hostages together with your ample supply of rope. But the combined weight of 3 kids and a small equine is way too much to even drag to the door. You're beginning to suspect this is maybe a retarded idea. Throw 2 kids in a chimney, maybe it'll smoke out elves. You order the children to climb the house and go down the chimney. The horse tries to gesture that the gun has no bullets. Continue your downward spiral of mental instability. Inside the bungalow, it is warm and inviting. Invite the horse, children, and madman in for a tea party. Frankly, you think that guy is a little unhinged. You don't want anything to do with him, unless he has babies, of course. Enact total war, set house on fire, and flees to Moscow. Moscow is west, you boob. Use magical prowess to summon Moscovite elves. Oh my god, he's getting fucked in the background. You don't know the spell for summoning elves, Russian or otherwise, and the only known spell is carved on the belly of that lunatic, and you're not getting close enough to read it. The only spell is carved on your bellies that has nothing to do with elves. From what you can decipher of the runes, you think one has something to do with summoning vegetables. The other one may give you an elevated mystical communion with animals or something. What a lame ass spell. Use runes to commune with the pony and feed it a magic carrot. A magical sense of communion tugs at the pony's primitive mind. A luscious, magicked up carrot tantalizes the pony. All the pony stats are completely restored. Yay! Bite off your own leg and use the play fetch with the pony. That does not sound like an enjoyable activity for either party. First, be the pony. Second, trample the children and the man. I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with the command, be the pony. With elf powers, order the pony to trample children and man. You really put your back into this enchantment. You will coerce this pony towards murder, come hell or high water. The pony wanders off and snuggles into bed. He looks really warm and cozy. You are now the pony. Enjoy restful slumber. You won! Oh, you win! Would you like to play again? Hell yeah. I love that's just the end of the game. Yeah. Awesome. Final score 0. Awesome. Well, that was Jailbreak. It sucks, but it's in a fun way. God, fucking compare my old rereading of this sucked. I fucking sucked at this shit. That's what I'm doing. My old videos on this channel are probably some of the worst things I've ever made. I want to continue my Vast Error reread sometime soon. So I was trying to like watch through all of that again to kind of prepare for that, but it physically hurt me to look at. So I've decided to just reread Vast Error on camera instead. I don't want to do it in my own time. I don't have that much in my own time. I'm not gonna absorb stuff that easily. So like, I'm just gonna fucking redo it entirely. We'll do that in a while though. This is it for Jailbreak though. Next up we're doing Bard Quest, then we're starting on the fucking wonderful monster that is Problem Sleuth. Oh boy. Thank you for watching. Assuming you did, because if you're hearing this, then I don't know why else you would be. Bye.